Good morning, good morning. My name is Emefesi Jessica. Good morning. If you can hear me, quickly type millions on the comment box. If you can hear me and you can see me, type millions on the comment box. Okay, let me be sure you can see me and you can hear me. All right, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm getting our responses. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Star Nation. Good morning, good morning. I'm super excited to be with you this morning. Wow, it's really a real privilege to be with you this morning. I'm very, very, very elated. Thank you very much, Ambassador Dr. Elijah Jamba, for this awesome opportunity, for this golden opportunity to be with Star Nation this morning. I'm not taking it for granted. I'm not taking it for granted. I'm appreciating my own boss, Architect Moses Ono, for this opportunity as well. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you for everything you've done for me so far. Thank you, my leader, Engineer Bright Okigwe. Thank you, my team, Dynamite team. Thank you, each and every one of you who have impacted in my life directly and indirectly. Thank you to all my leaders, all the GA delegates, to all the to the president, to every leader in the Cito1 FG. Thank you so very much for this great opportunity to be with Star Nation this morning. Like I already said, my name is Emefesi Jessica. I hope I can be heard loud and clear. Ambassador Tracy, please confirm my voice is very audible, please. Please confirm my voice is very audible. Okay. It's good.
Yes,
okay, I can see your
response.
Thank you very much, Ma. Thank you very much. All right, I'll have to start this meeting this morning, but I'll start with my little testimony. Most of you have already known my testimony, but because of the new people who are joining our business on a daily basis, I'm going to share my testimony once more. All right, I'm an agri-economist, meaning that I studied agri-economics and extension in ESUT, Enugu State University and Technology. All right, so who am I? I'm an entrepreneur. Obviously, everyone listening to me this morning, you're already an entrepreneur. You've been in this business. I'm an Amazon ambassador. I'm a consultant with Achievers Group International. All right, of course, I'm a philanthropist, meaning that I've given back to society. A lot of persons are benefiting from what I'm benefiting from this organization. Remember, that's the vision. That's the vision. You impacting lives. All right, I'm multiple award winners. I've gotten lots and lots and lots of awards from this great nation, from this great organization. A lot has happened for me. But then, for the benefit of those who are going through a whole lot in this organization, who are going through a whole lot in their business, and even before your business, you have gone through a whole lot, listen to me this morning because I'm here for you. I'm not just here to inspire you. I'm here to show you the working principles, things that worked for me. Even all the challenges I went through, I still applied this principle and they really, really worked for me. So listen to me and make sure you pick one or two things that is going to change your business from henceforth. I faced a lot of challenges before I saw this opportunity. Coming from a family of 8, I have my twin sister. We are second to the last in the family. None of my siblings went to school, not because we did not want to go to school, but because my parents could not afford paying school fees. They couldn't even afford 3 square meal before talking about going to school. But my parents' utmost desire is just for them to have graduates in the house, but their pocket is not telling them the truth. Guess what? I wanted to be the graduate in the family. I've been telling myself I want to be a graduate because I wanted to become better for myself, probably get a good job and take care of my family. The way my family was living, I never liked it. Everybody was living from hand to mouth. In fact, my siblings started traveling from my state to Lagos just to go and hustle. And it's as if you have not gone to Lagos in my family, you have not started it at all. You don't even gone anywhere. So everybody's utmost desire was just to go to Lagos and get a good life. They thought that's where you can find greener pasture. Everybody went to Lagos, leaving my younger sister and I said, I'm not going. I want to go to school. Guess what? I persuaded my parents for me to go to school. They tried their possible best to see me through secondary school. Now, as I was going to school, I got to SS3. Now, as SS3, that's where you now know whether you're moving forward or you're moving backward. My uncle came back from Germany, and this my uncle happened to be the only rich man in my family. Please, I want to ask you a question. If you're the only rich person in your family, are you rich? I want to see it on the comment box. If you're the only rich person in your family, are you rich? Somebody say no, no, Marachi said no, no. Okay, beautiful. You are not rich. You're another mouth to be fed in no distant time. This my uncle promised me school, that he's going to sponsor me academically, because he asked me, my daughter, what would you like to be in future? I told him I want to be a medical doctor. Even as at then, I never knew what it means to be a medical doctor, the processes you have to go through. But the reason why I was able to answer that question was because of my classmates, that their parents had money, so they've already known the end from the beginning. They've already known what next to do. So they kept on saying, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a lawyer, I want to be this, I want to be that. I stole from their dream. Immediately, my uncle, because I never planned anybody asking me such questions, so those things are not even in my mind. Immediately, my uncle asked me that question. I remember somebody said, I want to be a medical doctor. Whatever, I want to be a medical doctor. I told him immediately. My uncle was so happy and told me that he was going to sponsor me academically. He was going to take care of me any length academically I would love to go through to, that he's going to sponsor it. I was already excited. I was writing my work in assignments. I was asking my classmates, how far, which school do I go to now? I want to study doctor. I want to study doctor, I want to study doctor. And they kept on telling me UNN is the best school, UNN, you go to UNN, and they are the ones that can do it very well. Or that they started giving me ideas. I've already started doing guy in school, like, oh, after school now, next I will go to university, I will become a doctor. I've already started bragging. Guess what? 2 days to finish my WAEC exam, my uncle died. Our popular saying that asks this question about what do you do when your dream dies? What do you do when you're looking at your dream slipping off your fingers? When you're looking at what you want to achieve, not even coming to you, you're looking at it, but you cannot even have access to it. I cried the most, not because my uncle died. Listen, I cried the most, not because the man died, but because of my dreams and aspirations. Because this man had already given me all the hopes in the world. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this. And those things were stuck in my head. Guess what? Just at the verge of seeing those things come to pass in my life, death snatched him away. I cried. But guess what? I did not just cry and stay there. I cried and I had to meet my dad. I said, Daddy, instead of staying in the village, is it not better I go to Enugu so that I can stay with my uncle's wife, the one that died, so that I can stay with the wife? Because in as much as the man died, fine, he did not die with his money. The wife is still in control of the money. So let me just go to Enugu State and stay with the wife. My dad, he was happy now. And he said, okay, fine, that's a good idea. He bundled me. And Lele, we got to Enugu State. I saw this amazing, amazing, amazing castle. I call it castle because as at then, I've never in my life seen such house before. A duplex. I was very, very excited. And even my people were very excited. I never knew they were happy to see me because they've seen a housemaid. They've been looking for a housemaid for years, for a very long time, and they've not seen a trusted one. People come and go, people come and go. So this one is family. This one is coming from where they know. They were excited. And I was excited with them, not knowing that it was at my own detriment. Now, being with this family for 4 years, life became even more miserable than I thought. Beating left, right, and center, reminding me where I came from, telling me about the situation in my family that I was trying to solve for myself, reminding me a whole lot of things that I never even want to hear. Because that's the reason why I had to leave the village to come around so that I can better my life and help my family. So there's no point reminding me those things. Beating was so much that I couldn't bear. Not just beating, even assault. A whole lot of things happened in this home for 4 years. I started sleeping under my bed. When you have a wooden bed that is open, you can understand what I mean. That's opening, because I was so tiny and so like a lizard. I would just enter inside the under the bed, and that's where I sleep. Every night, that's where I find peace sleeping in my uncle's house. Imagine a home that others will be in the parlor watching movie, but you cannot even touch the door, the parlor door. You can't even go close to entering the parlor. Even if you enter the parlor, maybe they ask you to bring something, and as you're bringing the thing, you're turning back immediately. You don't even touch the cushion, you don't even touch the sofa, nothing. Just handle go back to where you belong. That was the kind of thing. Somebody is saying no sound. Somebody is saying no sound. If you can hear me, I want you to type on the comment box, I can hear you, so that the person will know that others are hearing me. If you can hear me, please type I can hear you, so that the person will know. Loud and clear. All right, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. That was the kind of life I was living in my shadows, believing God that one day things will turn around for me and my family. Reminding me where I'm coming from, telling me to look back where I'm coming from, that they're the only hope I have, that even if I die here, that nobody will look for me. That was the kind of family I stayed with. I became this maltreated house help. Like nose bleeding became my friend. Nose bleeding, every little slap and beat, blood everywhere. And nobody cares. You go and start taking care of yourself, however you're going to do it. That was the kind of situation I saw myself, until one day I made a decision. Somebody type decision on the comment box. Somebody type decision on the comment box. I want you to type decision on the comment box. I made a decision to leave the house. I don't know where I'm going from there. I don't know whoever that is going to rescue me from there. But even now that I know that I'm my own rescue, as I then, I never knew I was my own rescue. I just had to take that bold step to leave. I need to rescue myself. I left the house. Where I got myself was church, Winners. Because that day was Wednesday, they were having their midweek service. I got to church. I started praying in church. People were praying. As I was praying, I was looking around. I was looking around to see maybe the nearest staircase where I can at least sleep for that night. Because I don't even know, if I leave the church, I don't know where else to go to. So I was not really concentrating in church. I was looking for accommodation. Guess what? As these things were going on, prayers were still going on. I remembered that there's this lady that will always come to the house. At least she has her own house. She comes to pick clothes she's sewing for my uncle's wife, and she will go to her house. I started reaching out to her. Now, when I called her, she picked. I told her that I'm in Winners Chapel. Look at. I was trying to explain every bit of thing, everything that happened. She said, "Don't worry. Where are you? Just come to my house." I left Winners Church. I trekked down to her house, very long distance, because I had no money. I did not even leave the house with anything at all. I did not leave. I carried only my Bible, just so that they would think that I'm going to church. If they knew I was running away, they wouldn't have allowed me. They would lock me up the same way they normally do, lock me up in the toilet. I will stay in the toilet for some days before I can even come out, sweating like Christmas goat. What did you do? You did not bring water. You did not come when I called you. You did not. That's the only reason why I was locked up in the toilet. Like, the story is very long, but because we have training this morning, I need to bring it down. Guess what? I started staying with this lady. I explained everything to her. She started crying and told me that she cannot allow me to go back to that house again. I should stay with her. I started staying with her. Little did I know that the house was not even hers. She was squatting with somebody. I became the squatter of the squattee. You understand what I mean? I was squatting with somebody who is squatting. So when I found out was when she started having issues in the house and all. Now, she told me she can no longer feed me. I should start selling pure water. 2013, can you type on the comment box, how much was pure water 2013? How much was pure water? How much was pure water 2013? Pure water was 5 naira. Thank you very much. Now, imagine as a young girl, how much for 5 naira I can be able to save to go to school, to take care of my bills, to take care of myself as a girl. It will never be enough. Now, I told her, instead of selling pure water, why not allowing me to go to the village so that I can do the same business my mom is doing? And what was the business? My mom was selling things from cooperative. Cooperatives, I mean, are people who are into farming. They cultivate things and they start selling it to the community. They start selling it to people. That was what my mom was doing. She would go and buy from them without even paying them. Now, after buying from them, she will sell and pay them. That's what my mom was doing as at then. Guess what? I told this lady, I want to do the same thing. I left Enugu. She gave me transport. I left Enugu back to the village. My dad saw me and started crying and told me that in fact, I was looking worse than I left his house. I was staying in a mansion, but I never had peace. I left the mansion to a bacha because the lady stays in bacha. I was staying in bacha and I had peace of mind staying in bacha. My dad saw me and said I came back worst. Now I quickly told them why I came back. Well, just so that they can talk to these women. I will start having access to their farm products. Then I will go to Enugu and start selling. It was not making sense to them because I was really, really very, very tender. It wasn't making sense. Guess what? I was able to convince them. The women agreed. They gave me a portion of land where they cultivated cassava then. With me and my younger sister, because all my siblings, even my twin sister, have gone to Obodo Ibo. Where is our Obodo Ibo? Obodo Ibo is Lagos. They've gone to Lagos. So my younger sister, I'll go to the farm and we'll start uprooting cassava. Come back to the house, process it, put it inside water. It ferments, we'll carry it to the house. We'll cook it and pound, tie it inside nylon. Then I will pack it inside bags. I'll carry like 2 long bags of fufu back to Enugu just to go from one restaurant to another to sell. I kept on doing this. I had a contract with someone that sells crayfish. She gives me bags of crayfish from Lagos, from Oron. I will carry bags of crayfish going from one government prostata to another, going from one schools to another, just to sell to teachers, to sell to people, salary earners. At the end of the month, they call me back for my money. This was how I kept on saving money. As I was saving this money, no accommodation, because as at then, the lady had issue with her house. I had to leave. Guess where else I found accommodation? In church. I started staying in church. I started living in church. On Sunday is a church. After Sunday, ordinary days is my house. Not just me. I got there, I realized that a lot of people had same issue of accommodation and they are staying there. Now, all of us started staying in church, sleeping on the floor. I developed pneumonia. It almost killed me because I was lying on the bare floor, on the tiles. As we are doing this in the evening, we will trek down to Natasha Sani Heaven to beg for food. I was trying to save up money to go to school. So I was saving the little ones I'm getting just to make it up to go to school. We will trek to Natasha Sani Heaven, beg for food, get food, come back to the church, we'll eat. This was what we kept on doing for months, close to a year. We kept on doing it until one day I got food, 2 plates of food and 2 bottles of smoothie. We were coming back to the church, our home, me and one of my friends, Uzo. We were coming back gisting, just close to where we were staying. Armed robber attacked us. Guess what? The same food I was hoping, I would have eaten the food in Interchurch, but I said, let me just go home and relax and just eat this food very well. For the first time, getting 2 plates and 2 smoothies, I was very happy. Only for armed robbers to attack us. The food I was hoping to eat spilled on the road. Everything scattered. I was running just for my life, and still I fell on the road. This armed robber removed dagger, knife, and stabbed me. And that was how it ended. I did not even remember anything. I died there on the spot. The person you're listening to this morning is a resurrected Jessica, because God has a lot of things in stock for me that I've not even scratched. He never allowed me to go. I saw myself in hospital 3 days after. I was told I was in coma. I wanted to turn. I found out that even close to my neck was paining me. That was where I was stabbed. When I woke up, I saw people holding hands, praying for me. I was asking, what's happening here? They said, these were the pastors in that church I was staying. They were called that I died, so they came to pray for me. The doctor came out and said that for you to be here listening to these things they are saying, and you're even talking, is God's grace, because even him as a doctor is not expecting me to wake up. That where this thing happened is so bad that I'm not supposed to be alive. But guess what? God kept me alive. Why? Because I have a lot of lives to impact. That was how the money I was saving for school was tampered with. All the savings I would have been using to eat, now they now carry the money to pay hospital bill, because they even took me to private hospital that is very expensive. That was the only place they saw that night that is open. After all of these experiences, I still continued my business. Guess what? I saved up some money again. Then I wrote my exam in ESUT because I'd already written JAM, got 203. I was not waiting for admission. I wrote my screening in ESUT. I got admission. And guess what? That was when I found out that even to enter school, you need to check which one is state university and which one is a private university, which one is polytechnic, because their school fees not be the same thing. I entered it. That was I found out that it's state university, because nobody was ahead of me to advise me, to guide me on what next to do. Everything I was figuring out myself. Unlike this business that, okay, you have mentors who have experienced a whole lot of things that you're experiencing right now that can guide you, take you by the hand. I never experienced that in my journey of life. I was figuring out things myself. Now, I couldn't pay school fees in ESUT because it's very, very expensive. But I told myself, since I've started, let me just start. Anyhow, I will just drop out. My name is already in the book of life. That's ESUT portal. So tomorrow, if you ask who I graduate, I will raise my hand because my name is in the portal. So I started school, only to realize that I was dull in learning. I had low self-esteem. I never believed I'm better than anybody. I always sit at the back of the class when they are teaching is not for me, because I'm not even understanding anything. The only thing in my head is abu crayfish. Where do I sell? Where do I? That's the only thing that is coming to my brain, because I know during the exam, I will not write exam with these people. I have to still pay school fees. So is where I'm going to sell that is in my head. I ended up carrying over a whole lot of courses in school. Why? Because I don't attend classes. Any day I attend class and you will be tired, I will stand up and hit with heat. Why? Low self-esteem again, because others will be writing exam while I'm outside. I hope I can still be heard. School fees. After all the working day, I told myself, no, I'm not going to continue. Of people, you can start learning how to. Please, I hope you can hear me. Please, if you can hear me, type one. I think I got a call, please. If you can hear me, type one. If you can hear me, type one. If you can hear me, type one. All right, beautiful. Sorry, I got a call. I got a call. Now, as this were going on, I couldn't continue anymore because others will be writing exam. I'm not writing exam because I've not paid school fees. Guess what? I gathered courage to meet my academic advisor. I said, sir, please, I'm done with school. Is there any way, at least, anywhere I can get a written note, anywhere I can get a certificate? I want to go home and show my parents that I went to school. I'm a graduate. Because while I was in my uncle's house, I was not telling them the truth. I told them that I was already in school and they're excited I'm in school, but I wasn't in school. So I wanted to fulfill that aspect of telling them I'm in school because they're already happy. I want to still make them happy, continue making them happy. Guess what? This man started laughing at me that it is not possible. How can you even get certificate when you have not finished school and all that? But he told me something. God, who started this journey with you, will finish it. I said, amen. And that was how I left. I went back to the hostel, still the same hostel where I was squatting with people. I was told to leave, that my presence is no longer needed. I should look for the next room and squat with them. I was down. I was in my low state at that point when I got a text message from my academic advisor telling me about this opportunity and that people are going to call me if I'm selected. I've already, in fact, I was already happy. Even when I was not selected, I was happy that at least there's an opportunity coming my way. And this man understood how I felt when I explained everything to him. Guess what? I've already started seeing it as grants and loan. Maybe companies that are giving people money. Hey, I will finish my school. I will do this one. I will do that. I've already started casting vision for myself. Only for these people to call me 4 days later and invited me to Enugu town, which I went. I sat down in front waiting for them to land so that they can start sharing money. These people were not sharing money. They kept on speaking English. And what is wrong with these people? At least now share the money. At least I'm in front. I'll be the first person to receive this money before it will finish. They were not sharing money. At the end, they said we should pay money so that we can be part of them. Who dash monkey banana? Where did I see the money? I had to, it's only my transport I had with me coming down to that place. And you're telling me to pay which money? How do I even start? Where do I start from? How can this? I was angry. Some of you, the day you were booked, the way you were invited, you were angry. You were very, very angry at the person I invited. Didn't invite me to networking. So I was that person. I was really sad because I had done things in the past that never worked. During MMM, I carried my hard-earned money to put in MMM to double for me to pay school fees. That was how MMM swallowed my money. I did ultimate cycler. My money swallowed. All of this is I'm not interested. And guess what? What caught my interest in that meeting that day was when they were introducing people to come to share their story one after the other. People were telling, see, story is one beautiful thing in this business. You may start presenting and people are not listening to you, but by the time you start telling story, you will get their attention. I'm telling you the honest truth. If you don't know how to tell stories, this is the right time to start learning how to tell your story or tell other people's story, because that's what sells. Now, at that point, people were telling their stories, telling their life experiences, and where they were currently, and this one, the other. I was like, is it sure? Arrange miracle. What is happening here? Like, people are coming to say, like, what is happening here? But in my zone out state, as they were talking and talking and talking and talking, I was seeing people who experienced even worse things than I experienced. I was seeing people who are sharing stories from, like, stories, in fact, I can never imagine that would have happened to me. Guess what? I told myself, no matter what I've gone through, there are people who have gone through even worse and they are becoming better. I can still become better. I can still, because in my uncle's house, they said that they're the only hope I had. So that was what is in my head. But that testimony, that story changed my mindset, reprogrammed me immediately that, oh, they are not even my hope. I can even become better. I can even be in the right system and I can make money. I can live life in my terms. Oh, wow. I was seeing the positive thing. I was seeing small lights at the end of the tunnel when they were talking. Guess what? At the end of the meeting, I'd already made up my mind. I want to be part of these people. That was when I made up my mind, was when the testimony was going on. That was but when they were speaking all those English, I was not interested. Oh no, make now because people should just do this thing. Let's start going. But during the selection, they talked about the mastermind. You all know the story already. And I became part of the business. I did not have money. Remember, I said I don't have money. How did I join this business even without not having money? They told stories about how they borrowed money, how they called people, how they did this one. One Mr. Bonaventure Ezugo, I respect him till today because he was part of the people that advised me on that very day to go and look for money, to write my contacts, to go and call people. He was, in fact, he was on me. Why I still remember him till today was because he had his physically challenges his leg. So I still remember how it happened that day. This man advised me to call people and I started making calls. Guess what? I was able to get some persons and that gave me some money, small money. I made it up to 15,000 naira. They gave me about 18,500. I paid 15,000 naira. That was how I secured my slot. I wrote 5 contact lists that day. I sat down there. I thought, is that day I'm going to become a millionaire? And I was writing all the contact of everybody in my contacts just for me to become immediate millionaire. I'm saying this and my training has already started because a lot of persons, the mistakes we make in this business is that we thought once we give the contacts immediately, you now become millionaire. Mark Zuckerberg, that's what you're now going to become. No, that's the mistakes we make, setting unrealistic goals. Now, when I finished writing those contacts and I submitted it, guess what? I was going home feeling paparazzi, like now I'm going to be a millionaire, only for me to get home, get back to the hostel. I was not sleeping well just because of 15,000. Like, how did I even give these people money? Your prospect do these things on a daily basis. That's why validation is very, very important. Once people get home, make sure you validate them. I was never validated. Nobody called me. If I was called, I wouldn't have felt that way. Guess what? I was in my hostel. I could not sleep. I was just thinking, like, how did I pay this money? 15,000 that would have been enough for me to at least eat for some weeks and all that. I was regretting every bit of it. During the IPO session, they talked and talked and talked and talked about IPO, about upgrading, about blocking. The vision became clear to me during IPO and Quick Starter Guide. And I decided to take my business to the next level. I even borrowed more money and I had 15 accounts. Now, as IPO finished that day, we went back, only for them to call us back again that we are going to Lagos for events, for retreats, destination event. I was not interested. Where I see money, they go Lagos. Who dash me? I don't even have such money to go to Lagos. Guess what? They kept on pushing me. You have to be there if you want to succeed there. This, the other one, the other one. Most of you that they drag to events, I'm like you. But today, nobody can drag me again because I don't even need to be dragged anymore because of what I know right now. They dragged me to that event, to that Lagos, and that opened my eyes drastically about what this project is all about. Oh my God, I was very, very, very happy to be in that event. I was seeing young people being celebrated as monthly millionaires, as top this, as top the other one, as silver. Ordinary silver executive was like Jesus Christ for me. I stood on the line for hours, but I would see people with such wearing silver executive, gold executive, walking up and down. They can enter, they can come and they can enter. But I stood on the, in fact, rain came, met me there. Sun came, met me there. I was still standing on the line. I said, these people wearing this, and I want to be like them. What will it take? A lot of motivation, a lot of things motivated me. And even the people that won cars and everything, I came back like wounded lion. I said, no, I die here. I borrowed money and I took my business to the next level. 15 account, as at then, was the highest. My business started. Guess what? I stayed 6 months in this business. Those 5 contact lists I submitted, nobody said yes. Nobody connected into my business. I faced the worst rejection in my business, in this business. Everybody I wrote their names were students. Those who were not students were a little bit my senior friends. So these people are even better than me. And even the people I'm in the same level with don't have money. A lot of challenges. I stayed. Now, some of you may be asking me, why? How did you stay till so months without even making money? Beautiful. I stayed. Why? Because I was consistent with cell meeting. Somebody type cell meeting. Somebody type cell meeting. I was consistent with cell meeting. And our cell meeting then was 7 a.m. Oh my God, 7 a.m. And if you come 7:05, Ambassador Akide Moses don't lock door. The man don't, they take nonsense. He don't lock door. Stay outside and do your own cell meeting. Anytime you're serious, you come early and stay with others. So nobody wants to come late. We are early. We come early, 6:30. We don't sit down. They wait for key to come. Like it became more beautiful seeing people fighting for what you're fighting for. All of us are doing the same thing, having the same vision and sharing the vision together. So cell meeting kept me. The first book we read in that cell meeting I will never forget was Secret of the Millionaire Mind. One small yellow book like that by T.F. Ecker. That was the book we read that changed my mind. As at then, I didn't even know how to read. What we do then in cell meeting was you read, your neighbor reads, this person reads, finally we share. When it gets to my turn to read, my heart will start beating. Boom, 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 boom. Why is my heart beating? Because I don't know how to read. If you ask me to read, that's where you have caused problem. And I'll be reading, others will be hearing. It's not possible. I can read in my mind, in my heart, but not to the hearing of others. But cell meeting changed this young lady you're seeing on your screen this morning. They kept on following me. Do you know, even when I read nonsense, these people, These people will clap for me. They will cheer me up. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. They know this girl not sabi read though, but they kept on hyping me. Tomorrow I would like to come again to try. I kept on trying and trying and trying and trying. And I tried into becoming the young lady who is talking to you this morning. You can start from anywhere. Wherever you are is not a limitation. You can start only if you have made the decision to start. Come what may, you can still succeed at any level where you are. I learned how to read in this business. I learned how to talk to people in this business. I learned practically, virtually everything I know how to do in this business. That was what happened for me. I stayed there 6 months knowing that, okay, we watched the video this morning, bamboo, Chinese, the bamboo tree, miracle of the Chinese bamboo tree, all right? Chinese bamboo. Now, these videos were the videos that we played then. And I learned that, oh, it's not even a shop, because my mindset, my unrealistic expectation then was ultimate millionaire, immediate millionaire, sharp millionaire. That's why I wrote all of those contacts. One, our contact commercial. Only contact. Okay, fine. I stayed, others were going. Even though where I was going was far. I sat there. I kept on writing contacts. That's how you see serious people. If you want to dictate egos in your team, you give them some little tasks to do. Those who are ready to do it, those are the people you need to look out for. I'm telling you the truth. No, all those contacts, nobody joined my business. But because of that sales meeting and the trainings, I learned that it's not something that will happen sharp. It's a process. Some persons are lucky. They come in, their business starts immediately and start growing. Fine, be happy for them and wait for your own time by doing the necessary things you need to do. My own contacts were not so much of a good contact because we all were students. And you know the excuses of students that they give. I was a student too. I never saw that as an excuse. In fact, it was the reason why I have to do the business as at then. Now, these things happened 6 months not making money. I kept on sharing questions. In fact, the people I had in my contact refused joining my business because a good thing I never of Nazareth, like they said. I now started sharing questionnaire. Do you know, on a daily basis, I carry questionnaire. We give ourselves target questionnaire challenge. We go to different places to share questionnaire. Oh yeah, share 30 in a day. I will share 96. I will share 97. I will share 80 in a day. If you see me, I turned black like what I don't know. I needed to get people into my business. My business kick-started with questionnaire. Somebody type questionnaire. Somebody type questionnaire in the comment box. My business kick-started with questionnaire. Now, this questionnaire, people that don't know me, I don't know them, because those persons who know you will not join your business immediately. Those persons will not join your business immediately. So those that did not know me, that did not know that I'm a daughter and a daughter of one broke man in the village, they don't even know my story. So they just want to come and see the business. And that was how my business started. People started joining my business. People I don't know, training started, and my business picked up. Now, when my business picked, I started making small money from this business. Small money. I was able to further my education. And guess what? I was able to graduate from ASUT. And I became the first graduate in my family. This was the day we had our last paper. And we were jubilating, we were excited. Others were excited, but they were no more than excited than I am, because do you know what it means to single-handedly see yourself through school? Do you know what it means to pay your own school fees, take care of all the bills in school, and they call you a graduate? Do you know what that means? I was so excited, calling my parents, calling everybody. I'm a graduate. I've written my last paper. See, when I was jubilating, let me tell you the truth, I had carryovers waiting for me. I had lots of carryovers. I never write, but I don't write last paper. I was very happy. You know, consign me. Who they go by write the paper? I'm not going anywhere to write anything. I've already zeroed my mind. All I know is that I'm very excited. At least I was able to finish my 5-year in school. My parents were very, very excited. Oh, glory to God. Through this same business, my business started so much that a lot of beautiful things started happening. I became an Amazon ambassador in this same project, meaning that the business started paying me over 500,000 naira on a monthly basis. Let me tell you the story about my being an Amazon ambassador. 2021, I became a monthly millionaire. I started making over 1 million naira on a monthly basis. Now, I made my first 1 million in this business after making 160,000 naira. I was earning 50, 60, 120, 100,000, 150, 160 on a monthly basis in my business. Guess what? From 160,000 naira the previous month, the next month, I made a million naira. How did it happen? Because someone shared a vision to me. Ambassador Dr. Tony Akabuno. I didn't know him from anywhere. The pledge added me to a certain platform like that because I had 15 accounts. The unemployed billionaire, something like that. Now added me. And now started seeing other leaders, those leaders that you want to go and stay around, snap pictures and all. I was seeing them there. Now, I now saw this man. Then I didn't even know him. He was not popular and all that. So I wrote something on the platform. I said, hey, this person seems very, very smart though. Let me just ask him question. I don't even know whether he's he or she. I wrote something. So, please, can you guide me on this? Can you guide me on that? That was how I started chatting this man. And guess what? I've not met him. He started mentoring me, started guiding me, telling me things to do. Guess what? From making 160,000 naira, I made in next month 1 million naira. Over a million naira. From over a million naira, I repeated it 3 consecutive times. I became a 2-comma club member. Oh my God, I was super. This was 2021. I was super excited. Things I never thought that would have happened anytime soon. But guess what? He told me something. If you know what I know and you do what I do, it doesn't matter your age or whatever. As far as you're ready to do the principle, you get the result. The question is, do you even know what to do? And most of us know what to do. Are you even doing what you're supposed to? Because he did not just tell me what to do. I decided to do what he asked me to do. Not just hearing it, I decided to put it into practice, and I did it and I saw the result. I was very, very happy. My team were very, very excited that I qualified for vacation and all of that. Was 2020. In fact, it was beautiful. Now, becoming an Amazon ambassador now is no longer a news. It happens back to back to back to back just because I was steadfast. I started raising other Amazon ambassadors. Now, this woman is one of the richest people in Enugu. The husband is one of the richest people in Enugu. And guess what? She's now part of my business and emerging Amazon ambassador. I call her my daughter and she will laugh. She will start telling other people, this is my mother, my mother. Imagine me calling this woman my daughter. But it makes her feel good. Do you understand? I started raising other Amazon ambassadors as well, like Mrs. Stella Maris. Now, this woman is one amazing woman that is a go-getter. Now, she's doing excellently well for herself, and she's one of my daughters as well. I have a lot of daughters and sons in my business who are older than me. That is the benefit of this business. It puts you ahead of your age. It gives you value to yourself. It adds value to you. This business has really done a whole lot of beautiful things. I became a monthly millionaire earner, earning over $1 million on a monthly basis. Who dashed me now? Where did I even come from? Like, where is my father? But this business defiles all odds. It does not care where you're coming from. It doesn't care whatever status you're having. As far as you're ready to do what it takes, as far as you're ready to do the needful, then you're going to get the results. I want you to type on the comment box, I will do the needful. I want you to type on the comment box, I will do the needful. I started following principles. I started following mentorship. Oh yeah, do this one. Jessica became a mumu. Most of us, we are too smart to be mentored. We know it too much. Our cups are filled up that we don't even listen to mentorship anymore because we feel we know better, because we feel we are professors and all. But just keep those things aside because that's not what we are talking about now. I became the mumu in this business where I started following mentorship. I started following everything I was asked to do. Not even everything. The little I was able to follow got me to this point. Now imagine I was able to follow everything I was told to follow, to do. Now, as time goes on, a lot of beautiful things. That same young lady that couldn't stand in front of people to talk, now stand in front of thousands of people to mentor them, to tell them about our business opportunity, and people will be running to the stage to be part of this business. How did it happen? Because I yielded myself to mentorship and training. I was not complaining no time. My school was in Abwan, a far village, and I was coming to town for my trainings. A lot of us may have it as a constraint, may have it as a problem, that, okay, we are staying for transport, but I wanted to break that ceiling. I wanted to break it in my family, that glass ceiling. I wanted to break every chain in my family. So I knew I'll have to take my time to build this business. That was after I attended my IPO session. Nobody is going to do it for me. I was coming, learning and learning and learning. Guess what? I'm now the one teaching other people, because you cannot give value when you don't even have one. You have to gain the value for yourself first of all before thinking about giving value to other people. No, I started giving back to the society as an Amazon ambassador. I became part of the people giving back to people. A lot of people were happy receiving. Now, this happened in my 1 year and 6 months into this business, approaching my 2 years in the business. I became a millionaire circle, global stage. I first of all became local stage, but here I became global stage, and it was beautiful. Like, see that kind of money in my DC. Oh my God, really? Is this really happening? It was just so awesome. Now, receiving awards are everywhere already. Lots and lots of awards. I got my personal office, so many beautiful things, and by God's grace today, I pay school fees for 54 children. I gave them scholarship. Now, why did this happen? Why did this happen? It's not because I have all the money. No, it's because I was there. I did not see anybody who could pay school fees for me. That's why I thought it, because the vision of this organization is you're making money. It's just to help you make money so that I can help other persons to make money. Then collectively, we can put those resources together to affect the world. This is my own part of affecting the world positively. And these kids pray for me. Even the Reverend Father, the church, Novena Mass, my name is there. They are praying for me on a daily basis. Why? Because someone decided to stand in the gap for others. I decided to do this not because of so much money. I'm not a billionaire. No, it's just because if you're wearing shoe, you're the only one that knows where it pinches you. And when others are wearing it, because you have experienced it, you know where it's pinching them as well. I decided to stand in the gap in my own village, because they said charity begins at home. And today, a lot of beautiful things. Even their parents started praying for me. A lot of things started happening. Let me see if the video will play. You marry a husband. Husband. In Jesus' name. Now, tell me, what do you think is common on these people's, on their faces, on the children's faces, even their parents? What is common? Type it on the comment box. What did you see? What is it that you saw that is common on their faces? Yes. What is common? Excitement. What is common? Excitement, happiness, smiles. I realized that it does not cost so much for you to put a smile on someone's face. And guess what? This organization has made it easier for us. And it's one of the vision. It's part of our vision, putting smile on people's faces, making impact in the society, positive impacts out there. And people are happy. They are praying for your business. Now, today, I enjoy ease in my business because I know there are so many people praying for me at the same time. I go to my village, I meet the widows, I meet people, I give them things. The little, no matter how little it is not about what you're giving, but about the heart that is giving. Today, a lot of beautiful things, like I said, has happened. Why I'm taking my time to tell you my story is because it's still part of the training. So training had already started. It's not just that, hey, she's telling her story. No, training has started. This is the point, is start picking things for yourself. I did this for myself. I followed mentorship, and I was doing as I was directed. And guess what? A village girl like me qualified to leave the country, and I entered a lone plane. Whenever I tell people to repeat what I say a lone plane, they start laughing. It is my alone plane, not your alone plane. Because I always say that the alone plane I used to know, that my grandmother used to tell us, is the one that passes over our roof, and we'll come out to start singing aeroplane to aeroplane to we'll be doing our hand like this, waiting for people to throw money for us from aeroplane so that it can bounce on our zinc, can now climb and carry it and turn to millionaire overnight. That was the mindset given to us. So you don't need to work hard. You don't need to, aeroplane is going to throw the money from up. So any day aeroplane is passing, all of us will come out. Somebody said, what did you do, Ambassador Tony told you to do, please? All right, just keep listening to the training. All right. Now, that was the only mindset we had about making money, believing that somebody will have to come and give you the money, believing that your uncle will have to do. A lot of us, we had that kind of mindset. Uncle and auntie, you're calling them, these people are not answering. Now, imagine now that you are an uncle, you're an auntie already. Guess what? People are calling you. How many calls have you taken and how many bills have you paid? We are now adults. We are realizing what our aunties and our aunties and our uncles were passing through them when we were depending on them. So this is a wake-up call for us, because this is the right time for us to make that best decision that can skyrocket us. Instead of depending on somebody, having this entitlement mentality, you can move ahead for yourself. Now, I entered aeroplane. Guess what? Who are you seeing on this screen? I started meeting people that matter. Your circle of friends is what matters. Guess what? You're the average of your 5 closest friends, like they always tell us. Look at Ambassador John Ugu. Look at Mommy Adoha Emmanuel. Then look at me on yellow. Look at Joy Mba, Amazon Ambassador Joy Mba. All of us in one picture in the airport. Before this business, before God and man, I am telling you the truth. I've never been to airports. I've never been to airport. I don't know where airport is. But I saw this opportunity, and not just seeing the opportunity. Now the opportunity is opportuning me inside the airport, not just in the airport, entering plane. Are you not seeing airpiece behind? Oh my God, it was beautiful. Now meeting with prominent people. This business changed my life drastically. It was still at the airport I met one of the biggest men in Enugu. We are still talking to them, and he's still in my business. Guess what? Where would I have met these people? This business gave me the opportunity to mingle, to meet with the top set of persons, even in this business. Where would I have met them? Is it where I'm selling my apple and crayfish? Or is it in that store where I'm doing sales girl? Or where exactly do I meet prominent people? Guess what? This business gave me the opportunity. I started traveling, leaving the country, going on vacations, meeting new friends. I have some white people contact today, like they're still my friend. Like this young lady you're seeing on the screen, Fair, she's my friend till today. We still talk till today. Guess what? This business can give you whatever you want if you're ready to do what it takes. A lot of beautiful things happened. This is Zanzibar.
Amazing hotel in Zanzibar. And guess who got there? Wow. I'm telling you.
Now let me tell you, this is amazing for me. This was my first travel, and it was really amazing. Eating whatever I like it was like I've never been to Bodo before, but this business made it happen. This opportunity, this organization made it happen for me. Now look at Emerge 2023. I never planned being on the stage. I was called in Abuja National Stadium to come and tell my story to people. For the first time, climbing such stage where thousands of people were gathered. Oh my God, it blew my mind. Like, it blew my mind. I made impact, and a lot of persons kept on reaching out to me. Hey, this, the other one, the other one, the other one. I felt so happy. I felt, oh, thank you, Jesus. This can only be you. Look at opportunities you're giving to me by the day. This was still a young girl that my other mind was lying to, that you cannot talk to a good number of persons, you cannot do this, you cannot do the other one. But here, all those mindset was reversed, and I had a different mindset. And guess what? I'm standing in front of thousands of people to talk, meaning that there are some things our mind is telling us that are really very lie. You don't need to believe those things. You tell yourself what you want, and you achieve that thing you want. Now, guess what? I started meeting these were people. Why I put this here is because these were people. Okay, now these were people I really admire. I was even telling people I am Enugu Didinwala. Yes, I used to call myself then Enugu Didinwala in Enugu. I loved the lady. I loved her so much. I was looking for every opportunity to meet with her. It has been snapping and snapping, like you just have to do selfie. Ma, please let me snap it too. Ma, please let me. These things you're doing now, all of you new connectors, these things you're doing now, I did it. Let me snap it too, ma, please. Ma, and I'm still doing it though, because I have my top leaders. I'm still reaching out. So let me snap it too, and all of those things. It is normal. you will get to a point where other people are telling you, ma, please, let me snap it to you, ma, please, ma, please. It happens. It's a process. You have to stay through the process. Guess what? Look at me and Ambassador Didewala sitting down together, taking pictures, smiling. We went for dinner, and it was amazing. Look at on the right side. Look at Ambassador Emelda Ewelike, Ambassador Marioko, then Ambassador Mary Boluwatife. Now, these are a circle of people that I am close to today. Like, I really admire these people from far. I'm telling, I know they're in this meeting and they're listening to me. I admired you guys from far. I was wishing that one day I would stay close to you people. And guess what? Finally, during the emerge, God made it possible, and I'm sitting with them, I'm laughing with them, I'm smiling. Oh my God, it was just so beautiful. And today we can even, we exchange contacts, we can even chat, we can even discuss, and it's beautiful. But guys, it's a process. I'm telling you the truth, it is a process. And if you're not working the process, you'll not get there. As far as you're working the process, you will definitely get to that point. I'm telling you, this were my own goals, things I want to achieve. I don't know whatever your goal is, but what I'm saying in essence is you can still achieve those things. I didn't get here by myself. I got here because I was really mentored. I was taken by the hand through the process, and I was following, I was listening, I was doing. And that was exactly what happened for me. And today I'm the one talking to you. This will take me to the training we have today. I hope I did not waste your time. I hope you got value from this story of mine, this little story of mine, because through this business today, I make consistent income, no matter how little, but my income comes in consistently. And my family today, they are very excited. I told you guys about when my brother died abroad, and they were going to bury my brother there. This business made it possible for me, for my brother to come back to Nigeria, to be buried in Nigeria. Millions of naira was thrown away. But guess what? That opportunity wouldn't have come if not that I have a consistent income. I have a consistent income business that I'm doing. If not, we wouldn't have had that option. See, when you have money, you have options. When you have money, you have choices. You can decide what you want for yourself, not allowing the choices to make you. Hello, I hope you can hear me. You can make your choices however you want it.